Hello and welcome to our tutorial channel. In our last video we have seen that we have added employee service and then we have implemented employee service, so which was this. In the services folder we have created employee services, employee services. Within that we have defined we have declared two methods, and then we have implemented the employee services in here. And within our startup class we have added this line to resolve the dependency. Okay, in today's session what we are going to do is we are going to connect our SQL server. So for that what we have to do is we have to go to app settings.json file, and then here if you see that we don't have any connection string here, so we are going to write the connection string. So we'll say connection strings, okay, and give it in double quotation, and then flower bracket. Under the flower bracket we'll give a connection name as mycon, okay, and then here you have to give the connection name. So give your server localhost database master trusted connection is equal to true. Whatever your server details are there, you have to provide here. Okay, so that is done. And then what we'll be doing is we'll again going back to, okay, just control S, save it, and just go to startup file again. And here what we are required to do is we have to add services dot add connection, add db context, and within db context you have to provide the context class name. So we'll say app db context, okay, and then here within the brackets you have to provide the connection details. So we'll say item dot use SQL server, press control dot, and here it is asking you that SQL server is not there, so we will fix that problem in a bit. So and then you have to go for configuration dot get connection string. So this is a connection string, and inside that you have to provide the connection name mycon. This was the thing, and here it is giving this error because there is a NuGet package missing, so we'll add the NuGet package in a bit. So just right click on dependencies and click on manage NuGet packages, and here search for Microsoft dot entity framework dot entity framework core dot SQL server. Okay, so this is the NuGet package which we require to install. Okay, click on install. Click on I accept. Okay, so this is the error we are getting as use SQL server, right? So just double click on it and we are back in here, and if you just click on show potentials, here you will say use SQL server entity framework core. Okay, so this is the one, Microsoft Entity Framework core. So it's an extension NuGet package which you have installed for using SQL server. So now we have declared our connection string. We have provided our connection string within appsetting.json file, and the next thing what we are required to do now is do the migration part. So to do that, what we can do is we can go to tools, and we can go to NuGet package manager and click on package manager console, and here we'll give a command called add migration, and add migration, and here we have to give the migration name. So I'm just giving a migration name as initial migration. Okay, press enter. Right. So it says that the term add migration is not recognized as the name of cmdlet function script. Okay. So the problem here is, it is checking for a NuGet package which supports this command. So let us add that NuGet package as well. So again, go back to NuGet package, and here you will say dot design. Okay, Microsoft.design. This one package you have to install, and then there is one more package which is called tools. We will install that package. We'll install that package as well. Okay, so this is done, and then we have to install tools. Microsoft Entity Config Tools. Click on install and accept. Okay, hopefully this should work for us. Let it complete the installation, then we'll go back to package manager console, and then we'll try to execute the same command again. Okay, let us check here the packages. So we have got core, design, SQL Server, tools. Fine. Let us go back to package manager console and try to execute the same command again. So the command is add migration initial, and press enter. So this time it has started building, and hopefully it will complete the command successfully. So yes, as we can see here that our migration command has been built successfully. Now the thing is, we have to go to our SQL Server and check whether any database has been created for us. Till this point we have not created any database, we have just created a migration, and you will see that there is a folder here which got created as migrations, and here the migrations files got created. Okay, I'm not going to go into any detail into that. I'm just showing you that how we have added the migration, and we'll now just see whether our database got created or not. Okay, and then we'll perform update database command. Before that, we have to use the SQL management tool. Okay, so let's check our SQL management tool, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio tool. Okay, this will open our SQL Server database, give access to our SQL Server database. And here I'm just clicking on connect because we are using Windows authentication. I'll say connect. Okay, and then inside databases, let us just explore this, expand this. So nothing is there, right? So now once we generate our database, using update database command, it should show us our database. Okay, update database, press enter. So it says build succeed. I'll go back to our DB here, just click on refresh and go to databases, and here we are expecting our database to get connected. Okay, fine. There is one thing which we are missing in our connection string, that is database name. Sorry for that. So I'll just add the database name and we'll run this command again. So let's go back to our solution folder here, and let me just delete this migration folder. Okay, and just go back to app settings.json here. Okay, and here we have to provide our database name. Fine, so let me just provide the database name. Okay, so I want to give my database name as unit test. Okay, and rest of the things are going to be same. And here again I'll try to execute the same command, which is add migration initial, enter. And let me just take it up, and then I'll say update database. Fine, and let us go to our database here. I'm refreshing it, clicking on database here, and as you can see here, now we have our database, and inside our database we have tables, and inside tables we have our employees table. Okay, so that's it into this video. That in this video we have seen how to connect to our database and add migrations using add migration command, update database command to generate our database. Okay, in our next video we'll see more about how we are going to use XUnit and MOQ framework to test our application. Until then, take care, goodbye.